Because I don't believe that any of these mean anything. You're just asking a bunch of questions because you want to. And that's fine. That's not a bad thing. But I think you're just yapping. I think you're just yapping. Just like me. This game, allegedly, is supposed to be like a personality test. And apparently it is very eerie. That's all I really know. New game. Oh, I have a little play cat! Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, our mistakes. But you must decide what you really want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? I don't feel like being called out right now. That's kind of crazy. I'm scared now. Right, hitting us with the major existentialism. What are you? The path of nihility? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truth in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. The truth of this world. What could it be? You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions are at 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. You know what? This feels like something Gold would say, actually. This feels like some Rhyme Daughter dialogue. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind, and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. Now I'm scared, because now there's going to be situational answers, and I'm not good with that. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we'll be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. What are you guys thinking? Are you guys scared? Because I'm slightly scared. Especially because... what room are we in? Actually, there's a crying bear. It says help on the table in flat text. There's another person on the side bleeding. Are we a plague doctor? Is that what's happening? Or is the person speaking to us the plague doctor? That's my bedroom. Sorry for bleeding all over the place. You live like this? That's crazy. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly? Oh, we have started. We have started the questions. Okay. I mean, yeah, everyone should be treated fairly. Like, no matter what they did, they should be treated at least with fairness, right? Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? Yes. They should be. Because people deserve to be treated equally? Have you ever invented anything? Inventions? I don't think I've ever done anything that's like a physical invention, like I made, I don't know, some kind of product or something. But I have invented lore. We've invented the idea of, like, all of my stream lore, if that counts. So I think, yes, technically, I have invented the idea of a lot of things. Invented these nuts is wild. I think inventing lore counts. I mean, isn't that part of writing? Would you consider writing something a part of invention? Like, I think it depends on, like, what you define as an invention. It would count? Okay. If you guys say it counts, it counts. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? My gut instinct is to say no. My very gut instinct is to say no. But I know everyone deserves someone who they would want. Like, everyone deserves someone that can invest in them, right? Ugh. Because I'm very conflicted. Because my very gut answer is no. But that is the self-deprecation at work. My brain is overthinking all the possible meanings. Right, me too. Fam, I just dedicated so much of my last 2 weeks for you. Shut the fuck up and please. You know what? You're so right. You know what? We all deserve someone that was willing to invest in us. That is the truth. No self-deprecation here. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? I think so. I think I'm very open-minded to opinions. If, the social media apps would say otherwise, but... Would you say that you sometimes have trust? Yes, I have so many trust issues. That is trauma. That is trauma 100%. I don't like that you're asking me this and calling me out, game. Would you be all right with living alone forever? Ooh. Now here's the scenario. Would this consider pets? Like, is this living alone in terms of, like, human companionship? Or is this living alone, like, but you still, like, including all pets, like, you can never have a pet and anything like that? Because I think if I were to live alone, I'd be okay. Because then I can visit my friends, right? I think so. If you lived alone, you could still talk to people. Like, you could still have friends. You're just living by yourself. Like, I could be maybe in an apartment and my family is in a different apartment. I can live alone and visit. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think that would work. I think I would be okay with living alone if that meant, like, living alone as in not having a partner. Like a husband or wife or, like, a partner in general. I think I'd be okay with that. Doesn't mean you can't invite people over. Yeah, I can have people over for dinner. I can have friends. Living alone doesn't mean you can't have friends. Feel like this question's gonna twist our thinking? I think so. I think it's supposed to make you second guess yourself. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna say yes. I'm okay with living alone together forever. Because I can just visit my friends. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? Yes. Even though they have proven me wrong so many times, I will always give someone the benefit of the doubt. That is unfortunately my Achilles heel. Because I have ignored so many signs of things that, like, I should have done better or, like, avoided because I gave people the benefit of the doubt. But that is also because I want to be kind to everyone. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Oh, that's a question to ask for a streamer / someone who does his voices. I don't think I hate my own voice. I used to not like listening to my own voice. But I don't think I hate it. I wish it had different resonances, and I wish I could learn how to do different resonances. But I don't think I hate it. I do dislike... You dislike your own voice? Why? Is it because... See, here's my thing. Is it because of someone who has bullied you because of your voice? Or is it because you don't like listening to your own voice? Because not liking the fact that you hear your own voice is different than I think actually disliking your voice. Exactly, your voice doesn't sound the same as it does in recordings. There is a way to actually like hear what you sound more like in recordings. You basically have to cup your ears, like the back of your ears, and point it forward, and then you can, that should be more closer to what you actually sound like. I actually dislike it, but that's like obvious. That's fair, yeah. I feel like if you are like, it depends. If you were born a certain way and you do not fit with that assigned role, then yes, you would definitely like dislike your voice. But there are ways to train your voice so that you fit more towards like the feminine or masculine range. Recordings make me not sound IRL. Really? I mean, that's just how recording works, right? Because it's not actually like, depending on the microphone and the settings and everything, that's not going to be accurate as well, because depending on your microphone, either it's going to sound blown out or it's going to sound like, I don't know, crunchy. One day I'll have that ooh femme girl e voice. It'll be so over for you. Ooh. I'm excited for you. One day, I believe in you. I've listened to my own voice, did not like hearing myself, and people told me I'm very loud. Okay, but the very loud part is because of other people telling you, like, you should be doing this. Is your dislike for your own voice because of trauma? And, like, people saying, like, oh, you should be this way? Or is it that you just don't like the sound of your own voice, which could also be a thing? I sound way deeper. I mean, that's a benefit for some people. Like, personally, I wish I had a deeper voice. But that is not, just because I have a deeper voice doesn't mean I don't like my own voice, right? I'm gonna say no. I don't dislike my own voice. I dislike hearing my own voice in recordings, because that is just the nature of people. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? Yes, I love the color blue. Have you seen literally all of this? I love the color blue. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. If it's not mine, like, okay, it would be different if I have no idea where that money came from and it was just like, I don't know, a $20 bill on the street, right? If you don't know who dropped that 20 bucks, that 20 bucks is mine. But if I saw someone drop the $20 bill, I'd be like, yo, you dropped your money. Like, I'm not gonna be mean. Homie just dropped their money. And it's their money. So I'm not gonna scam someone out of their change, you know? Like, if it's money gonna go to some heinous criminal activity, I'm not giving it to them. You're a dick. Right, not even like criminal activity. Let's say that this person was just a bitch to you, right? And they like turn around and they suddenly drop 20 bucks without like looking back. Would you give back that money? I don't think I would. If they were being a twat, but that's just me being petty. Do I know that they're like, you had an argument and they turn around and they drop the money, right? I think because I'm so petty, because I'm a petty bitch, I don't think I would return the money in that sense. But I think in almost every other scenario, I would return the money. I'm petty, I hate giving it back. I think that might be the one scenario where I don't give back the money. If they were a twat to me. But then the paranoia would strike, and I'd be like, wait, maybe they dropped the money as a test, so I'd still give it back to them. I guess it's an argument because I'd be fine giving it back, but they're constantly a jerk made me not. Yeah, I think that's the only argument where I'm just like, maybe I wouldn't give it back, you know? Not the social experience. I think that's the point of this game, though. I think it's supposed to be like, make you question yourself. Is that blood? Maybe it's fruit punch. See, maybe it's not blood and it's fruit punch. Maybe it's, right, maybe someone was making a whole lot of pasta. I didn't know you could write help in fruit punch. Technically, if you condense down the fruit punch, right, and remove most of its water, technically it would be a substance that you can use for paint. Okay, I think I would still give it back to them. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Ooh, like ignorance is bliss kind of way? I think I'm a type of person that always strives for knowledge. So yes, I want as many answers as I possibly can, even though I know the consequences. Are you afraid of spiders? That depends, because I see spiders a lot, because in the area that I live in, there are just a lot of spiders, so no. But if we're talking about like black widows, I would literally shit myself. I hate spiders. Here's my thing. Spiders are so useful. Like, I would take a spider over a mosquito. Bug spiders? Y'all really don't like spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. I do respect them, though. Oh, you have arachnophobia. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's why you're scared of spiders. I say I am not scared of spiders. I'm genuinely, like, I'm talking about, like, most house spiders. And I would take spiders over mosquitoes. But if we're talking about, like, black widows and, like, I don't know, huntsman spiders, I feel like I am afraid more of the danger that they propose rather than the spider itself, you know? Exactly. Spiders over mosquitoes and cockroaches. At least they're useful. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? To experience it? Hot take. Ha, hot. But I think yes. If I knew nothing would, like, if I knew that absolutely nothing would go wrong, I think I would. For the experience, right? I think I would jump into molten lava. We're gonna do that in Atlan. The Floato gems or whatever that thing is. Although, I don't know if I would believe that person that said you'll be fine. You know, I don't know if I would believe that person. But that is on the belief itself. If I 100% knew that I'd be fine, I'm jumping into that lava. You know? I say yes. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Comparatively? I don't think so. I think I am at a healthy weight limit. I may be slightly overweight, but that is literally because I do not exercise, and that is my fault. That is 100% my fault. I do not prioritize exercise at all. Anyway, you should prioritize your exercise. Exercise is good, actually. What do you mean, please? I'm going to work out. I had a routine, and then COVID hit me in the truck. I would not say I'm overweight, but not fat. Yeah, I think because, like, the way BMI works, it doesn't calculate for your muscle mass either. So that is why I don't personally believe myself to be fat, you know? You look great for a second. You almost take it away. You're too sweet. Thank you. You guys are very sweet. But I personally don't think I'm fat. I think I could stand to lose some weight because of body image issues and stuff like that. Those are different. But, and also I personally believe exercise is more towards what your body can do versus the way your body looks. Or at least that's how I prioritize what fat and like overweight to me means. So BMI was a nightmare back in high school. I hated those tests. Right, like it doesn't even measure muscle mass. Like I used to be at a much lower weight, but I had way more muscle because I did like sports and stuff. It still said I was overweight, and I was like, you are an absolute liar. So I get really about body image. I've been feeling meh about mine since my post-pregnancy belly, and people think I'm pregnant. Huh? So they still think that you're pregnant? That's so... The judgment is weird. Don't believe them. I believe you look fine. And also, like, post-pregnancy, like, the fact that, like, you have literally created life, right? And, like, people still judge you on your weight afterwards is such a wild thing to me. Like, it's just like, maybe you try creating a human. And also because people are mean. People are so mean, especially on the internet. You are so mean on the internet. I think people really out here ignorant of the fact that ancient civilizations valued women's belly rolls. I think it's because also food was much more scarce then as well. So like the image of someone who was wealthy tended to have more body rolls because they were able to eat better. And then it progressed to like current day where the we have constant access to processed foods, right? Which can make you gain weight and or develop more fat cells in your body. And the idea, air quotes, of someone who is rich is someone who keeps their figure. It's because society has changed in that sense. Have people seen old statues? Those statues aren't all abs and skinny. I mean, it's because also I don't think they had the unrealistic body standards that we do today. Like, the idea of the images of like men and women in terms of like body shape and how they look are like very, either they are starving themselves or dehydrating themselves or almost pushing them past the limits of what a human body could do physically in order to create a shape, or using steroids. Steroids are also a thing. But in order to create a shape that is like, that is basically unsustainable for like regular people. I would say no. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? Do I have that Riz? Check, chat. Do I have the Skippity Ohio Riz? Don't look at me like that, chat. Don't, it. I'm sorry I made the joke. I say yes, I have a lot of charisma in terms of like chat, you know? I'm very good at yapping. Conventional charisma, maybe not. But like, I can keep up a conversation. I'm gonna say yes, I have Riz. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? I don't think that's ever crossed my mind. Like, cryo-chambering myself? I don't think I want to be, because I have so many things to do and experience with the time that I have. But I don't think I'd ever want to be... Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to be temporarily frozen. Why? I don't know. I think that's just the question that's asked. Like, let me think. Why would you want to be... Why would you want to cryo-freeze yourself? I guess if you wanted to experience the future, like future generation, or like skip time. Basically, Fallout 4. I don't feel like I want to, only because how much will change when I wake up. Yeah, the world will get much more, global warming will hit us like a truck. It's already hitting us like a truck. I don't want to know what happens in the future because of that. You get a very bad burn. I don't think it's like, if you got a burn, because then, I think this question is more towards the line of like, would you want to stop time by freezing yourself? Like, basically skip years ahead. I think that's what it's actually asking. I don't think I would. Just because I don't want to... I have things I want to experience now while I'm here that I don't know will continue on for much longer or may not exist in the future. So I'm very YOLO. I will be right here, right now. Emerge. This is all very interesting. Well, I'm glad you think so. You realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions when you together spell Satan. No. What is this, subliminal messaging? Maybe this is the game. Maybe we need to think up the lore of everything. And maybe there's actually lore inside of this game. And it's not just a random, funny, silly question thingy. And I'm scared now. Does that make you uncomfortable? No, because it's a game. Like, subliminal messaging possibility aside, I think this is a game. And I think you're trying to psych me out. I think maybe this is all just a personality quiz and you're just trying to psych me out with all this blood and like this like gruesome, like eerie kind of like setting that you have here. But I can see through your lies. You're not listed as a horror game on Steam. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Chat, what are we saying? What do we think? I don't think I... So bad. Where's the lie through your teeth option? Damn, y'all out here. Y'all out here for my throat. If you need to split your attention and some of the tasks mentally challenging, you aren't good at it. So like if I'm streaming it up... No, but here's my thing. You have watched me on like a Discord call before trying to look for puzzles and I still can't do it. If you focus on just the puzzle, you're good at it. But it says finding hidden puzzles. I'm so bad at finding the puzzle. Doing the puzzle, fine. I can do the puzzle. Finding it, terrible. The worst eyesight you have ever seen in your life. Where's the depend on RNG option is wild. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes. Because I'm a lore person. I think any lore person would want to know secret hidden messages. Will I actively go out and find them? I'm so lazy, but... Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yeah, I think I've been honest. I've been yapping with chat. Chat agrees. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? I feel like yes, but I don't know how you would be able to know if I've answered dishonestly, right? So I say I'm not afraid of the well, I am afraid of the consequences, but I don't think there are consequences. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? I feel like, yeah. I feel like if you're gonna say, hey, you need to answer honestly, then I feel like you might have coded something that'd be like, oh, if you answer this wrong, then, you know, all that. But I don't care. I think you're lying. I think you're lying to me. So, are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? No, not really. I question why now? But that's all it is. You're wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn. I don't think so, because I feel like the atmosphere is very eerie, so you would have done something like this. Yeah. Would you consider yourself captivated? Captivated by what? Like, needing my attention on something? I don't understand this question. Would you consider yourself captivated? I'm captivated by your eyes, Plague Doc. Are you rizzing up, homie? Are you rizzing up the guy? Not like this. I think I'm captivated by life. Like, life is very interesting. But other than that, I have no idea what you're asking me. Oh, you're thinking of this in the context of the game? I mean, I'm captivated to know the answer to whatever questions that we are answering. I say, yes, I am captivated by the game because I want to know what at the end of this actually happens. Very interesting. I'm guessing every time they say very interesting, it's like a save point or something. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Ooh. I don't know, because it depends. Like, if I know that there are low stakes for things, then I will be very brave. Like, I don't know, because like a lot of people consider me brave for things that aren't really, or at least some things that I don't think takes a lot of bravery, like going up to celebrities. Where's the option for depends on RNG again? I think I'm somewhat brave. I don't think I'm like the bravest. Like, I'm not gonna go like skydiving or something like that. Something with like where I know that there is like a ton of dangers involved. Like, I will be very risk adverse, but I think I am still a little bit brave. Kind of felt brave meeting you IRL because I was afraid I was gonna fuck up in public. Really? What do you mean fuck up in public? You can't fuck up in public. We were literally at an event. I don't think you would do anything that could fuck it up. I believe. And you did it. So, I forgot to get Eve's autograph is a crazy sentence. Social anxiety was eating my brain. Really? Oh no. I'm just little old me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a yapper on the internet. That's it. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. You're the cutest Powell. Thank you. I'm just a little guy. That's all. Like, I was fine treating you like any other person, but my brain tends to overthink that that's on me. I think that's like maybe that's like the social anxiety part of it. I think, I don't know if bravery has anything to do with it. It's more like you were just afraid of like meeting someone new for the first time. So your brain was just like, this is a new person. We have to be like this and this way, which I totally get because I have a little bit of social anxiety. It's not like it's not as bad as it was before, but like, I totally get that. You're the sweetest pal. Zero regrets on hitting that follow button. Thank you. We just yap in this house. That's all. We just do the heckin' yaps. And I'm glad that you guys like the shit that I make because it's fun. I like doing this shit. And if it continues to be fun, I will keep doing it because that's how things work. I think in the eyes of other people, I am brave. So I'm gonna say yes. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? I think so. I think I've had enough experience in life where I think I do have a lot of knowledge. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? In the questions, no, I've been clicking on these things. I've been trying to do this and seeing if that worked, but it didn't do anything, so no. Are you wondering which hidden message you may have missed? Well, now you say it, yeah. Like, now that you're saying, oh, there's definitely hidden messages. Then yes, maybe I am a little scared of what I've missed. But at the same time, I feel like I can look up a tutorial and it'll be fine. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in the session? I am questioning how many questions exist. But I looked up how long this quiz was, and it said 30 minutes. But knowing my yapping power, it'll be way more than that. So I'm still questioning the amount of questions. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Oh. Ooh. I don't think I am. I feel like it depends. Again, it always depends. I am patient when it comes to certain things. I am not patient teaching people. That is why I stopped being a professor, because I have no patience for teaching someone things at all. But generally I am patient in terms of like dealing with certain things, like scenario wise. I have no patience with kids, so I try to avoid them. Yeah, I feel like kids deserve patience, but I'm not going to be the one that gives them the patience. Like, I'm sorry, like I know my limits. And I'm going to avoid that for my own well-being and the kids' well-being, actually. I'm more patient when it comes to games. Ooh, I don't know if I'm patient when it comes to games. I feel like I'm the type of person to just unga-bunga things, right? I am so patient when it comes to like a good story, though. I'm so patient with like any type of writing thing. But like game, Can I get this done in like 5 seconds? I'm gonna do it, you know? So you're patient when it interests you. Yes. I think I'm more patient when the things interest me. But that is also possibly like the undiagnosed ADHD within me. Do most humans annoy you? Yes. 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 I don't know how else to say it, but absolutely the frick frack yes. I do not like people. I do not like people. Like, I love you guys. I love you guys, chat. Don't get me wrong. Most people annoy the shit out of me. Oh my God. Like, it's probably not even because, like, maybe they're going through something that's, like, really bad for them. They have their own lives to live. But most people are so annoying. It's okay, we hate people too. The people who hate people have just congregated here. And now we just all hate people together. I feel like maybe it's coming from a content creator's perspective, right? But like, there are so many nice commenters that I get like on my social media whenever I make like a video and stuff. But there are 2 or 3 times as many people saying some dumb shit in my comments. And I'm just like, why do you have maybe the audacity, the bravery to say some of the things that you think you can say online just because you have the anonymity? Like, why are people so judgmental on the internet? I say this like I'm not judging these people on the internet, but also like, oh my God, some people need to chill. It's awful because, you know, you should focus on the positive comments with a single negative comment to get you down for the day. Right, and it's so bad. That's why I've like, as much as I like reading the comments. Like, I used to comment on every fucking comment on like my TikTok and my Instagram and all of that because I enjoyed talking with people. But there have been so many people recently. I think it's because some of these like videos that I've made have gone outside my normal circle where they've just been so mean. They've been awful. And like, I don't want to interact with them. So I just turned off all of my comments. Like, or at least not turn them off on the video, but like I stopped looking at them. At least you reply to me, Pookie. I try. If I know the person, then I'll be like, I'm gonna try and reply to you. But like, other than that, I'm just like, no, I'm tired. Screw the haters. Thank you. Fuck them. Like, I just don't. It baffles me. It genuinely fucking baffles me how people have put in the time and energy to be dickheads on the internet. I'm going to say yes. Do you prefer animals to people? Absolutely. Do you believe in magic? I say yes because I think magic is a science we do not understand. I believe in the magic of your eyes, Plague Doctor. Now you try to rizz up homie. Like, that's crazy. So I say yes. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? So I am agnostic. So I think there is a possibility. However, I do not believe in any one God. Do you fear death? Ooh. I think as someone who is afraid of running out of time, I am naturally akin to fearing death. So I say yes. I fear dying horribly, but I don't think fear in the same way most people do. I think you can be scared of death and are afraid of what could possibly happen after you die. Like, I don't know about like fear of death in the afterlife or something else like that, you know? For me, it's the fear on how I would die. It's peacefully, then I'm okay, but other forms, then yeah, I'd probably be afraid. Okay, so you're more feared of like how it actually happens versus the actual act of death itself. That makes sense. I watched Haunted Mansion. I'm hopeful for a nice form of afterlife. I just want to be a ghost who's having a great time. Maybe we just want to be ghosts that vibe. You know, that's fair. I'm more scared of dying a painful death, but I'm not afraid of death itself. Yeah, I can understand that. I think I'm just personally afraid of death because there are so many things I want to do that death would stop me from doing. You know, I think in that sense, I'm afraid of dying because there are still things I have to do in this life. I wish I could talk more about death with others, but I feel like people are gonna look at me as if I'm crazy for talking about it. I think it's because death is such a taboo topic, right? That most people don't want to talk about it. And that makes them more afraid because it's not, one, normalized, even though it's a very normal part of life, because death is right after life, but also like it is maybe something that some people fear a lot. So they're just like, I'm not gonna talk about it so I don't have to think about it, you know? Like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. I say yes. Are you attracted with someone who you're not currently in a relationship with? Do fictional characters count? Because yes, if fictional characters count, if non-fictional characters are what you're asking about, then no. I was gonna ask about pixels. Okay, I think attracted to someone could be considered many things. So I would say yes towards the pixels. I'm completely honest about being attracted to pixels more than real people. Play Doctor ain't appeal to me either. Exactly. We are honest with ourselves, at least. Some of us would deny things. And you know what? Maybe it's time for people to accept their truth. I'm gonna say yes. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? If you're saying, if I am attracted to people who are pixels, yes, I can list you a giant name, like a giant list of names of people that I am attracted to within video games, media, etc. So yes, I know I'm 100% honest with that. Are you alone? No. Like, in where I am right now? No. As, do I feel lonely? Also no. So, if I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Like, I don't know, the government? I could believe that, actually. I could believe that there is someone watching me through the video camera that I have on right now in order to track my VTuber. I can imagine someone tracking the social media stuff and selling it to a third party. You can't scare me, bro. You can't scare me, bro. Like, come on. No. I think there are people watching me. 100%. Is God watching me because my AO3 history is between me and God alone is crazy? Yeah. Have you wondered who I am? About who you are as a person within this world? No. Actually. I just see you as Plague Doctor Man, so no. Oh yeah, people are watching me on Twitch. That's so true. Have you had shivers at any moment during the session? No, because it's actually really hot in here and I'm sweating. I should probably turn on a fan or something. Do you feel like you're being watched? Chat, am I being watched? Chat? Chat, are you guys watching me? Is this happening? Are we perceiving each other? Are we being perceived? Sorry, closing my eyes is crazy. Not watching. Damn. 07. I forever perceive you. I am definitely not watching. I mean, I think chat's honest. I say yes. We know we're being watched. Have you ever considered quitting this session early? Like this game? No, because I'm curious. Do you drink water every day? Water specifically? Or like, because I drink a lot of liquids. Like I literally have 4 cups of liquids on my desk. But if we're talking straight water, no. Where's the not enough option for this question? Big Water. This stream is sponsored by Big Water. It's crazy. You're not here telling me you're not drinking water every day. Okay, here's my thing. I don't drink specifically just water every day because I drink so many liquids. I drink more tea than I do straight water. Like, I'm so serious when I tell you I have 4 different cups sitting here with me. Like, I am a cup gremlin. Like, I have a water bottle, I have a smoothie, I have coffee, I have green tea. Like, I'm telling you, I have so many fucking cups here. I'm gonna say no, because technically, I drink a lot of liquids, but not a lot of straight water. Do you eat at least once per day? Yes, I love food. I love food. You cannot pry food away from me, actually. Do you realize that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? The possibility? Yes. Do I care enough to actually search for them myself and just go on a wiki for it later? Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do later anyway. Are you wondering what they are? Yes. Would it bother you to never know without finding them for yourself? I could Google it, but like if no one found the answer, then I'd be like, okay, I guess. Like, it's not brain rotting me right now. Like, even like Genshin lore, I don't think brain rots me to that point. So I think I'd be okay with it. Would it bother you? No, it wouldn't bother me. Is your favorite number 7? No, it's 5. I like the number 5. Of course your favorite number is 69. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes. I agree with that because there's a lot of things in life that take forever, but also it is very short and it can be cut short very easily. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? Yes, because they're 2 different fruits. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No, I actually did not know that. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yes, but that is also my Achilles heel with like giving everyone a benefit of the doubt. So because of that, I also believe in this. You can do anything you put your mind to. Yes, you can literally try your best in so many things and I believe you can do it. Obedience is more important than freedom. Ooh, no, I do not agree with that. I believe freedom is more important than obedience, but that is because I live in the US of A, baby, and freedom is very much hammered down as like individualism is very much a thing in American culture. So I do not agree with this at all. Like I understand the need for obedience and control and order, but this is also the argument that I had with Sunday, in which why would you try and decide that freedom for other people? Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. I love scuba diving, but also the ocean is scary, but less scary than the sky. I think yes. Did you realize that the first letters to the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase I love you? Are you trying to rizz me up, my guy? What happened? What? Chat, did you do this? This is what happens when you try to rizz up the plague doctor, homie. I did not know, though. Do you wish to be loved? I think everyone wishes to be loved. Like, I'd say yes. Have you ever felt hated? Ooh, you're asking someone who works technically in content creation if they have ever felt hated? Holy shit. Do I have an answer for you? Absolutely yes. Oh my god, people are assholes, bro. People don't like me, and that's fine. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm going to vibe. But also, man, have I felt that. 100%. Yes. Do you have any addictions? I have a crippling, well, I say crippling gacha addiction, but I haven't actually spent money on gacha, and I think for years. Caffeine addiction, yes. Addicted to these nuts. Thanks, buddy. I do have a crippling caffeine addiction, though. But that's just the United States culture of substituting caffeine for everything in your life because there's not enough time to actually work for things. Do you dislike the color pink? Okay, here's my thing. Some of you are gonna hate me for this. I actually really dislike the color pink, but not because, like in the past, not now. I actually am okay with the color pink, and I think it's a good color. But I used to dislike the color pink because it was associated with femininity, right? So I hated that I was always given like pink things because it was associated with femininity. I was at a time in my life where you were mocked because if you were very like feminine and stuff like that. So I always chose a different color than pink because I didn't want to be associated with that color. But eventually I started to realize that pink is not necessarily tied to femininity. It just happens to be the current social standing of the color in relation to how people associate color with things. Like pink actually used to be a masculine color, and now the idea of pink objects are different than it was maybe a few years ago. So I retroactively disliked pink because it was associated with femininity, but now that I have grown further in like my knowledge and like in terms of time, I think I am okay with the color pink, and I am definitely okay with femininity, especially now that I know that I'm non-binary and I realize that maybe people trying to put that label on me was more annoying to me than the actual color or idea itself. Like nothing against the color, but I get sick of every gift being this color. Right, exactly. It's because it's associated with gender. You think I like pink because of the association? Maybe there's a small part to that, but I naturally gravitate toward the range and color wheel, like the reddish pinks. So maybe that's just a color that you personally like, but it also happens to benefit because it's naturally associated with femininity. And that's totally fine too. What shade of pink? I'm assuming like a baby pink. You know, usually I associate baby. I still hate neon pink. Don't get me wrong, I still hate neon pink, but that is because, damn, that color is so bright. It needs to not be used everywhere. It needs to be used sparingly. But that is a graphic design choice. That is not because I hate the color itself. All my homies hate hot pink. I think it's because it's used so often, and it's just it's not the right shade of pink for a lot of situations. I feel like I don't like pink because it's hard to make it look good on me. Black is more slimming for me. Here's my thing. Black and pink work together. Like a baby pastel pink with black, peak. We love it. Even neon pink, right, could work with a black. I think black is just a very versatile color in general, but like neon pink by itself does not work with a good chunk of other colors. I used to hate pink growing up, but now I don't mind it as much. I still hate the gender norms associated with. Yeah, same. It's just like, why would you assume that this person, because they either identify or look a certain way, that they would like this one particular color, and now your entire basis is now surrounding that one color? It seems very weird and jumping to many conclusions for no reason. I like blue. I ain't a guy. I'm a she, they. Also, people call me a tomboy. Okay, whatever. Thanks for the compliment. Right, exactly. I think it's just because of how people... I don't want to say older generation because even newer generations tend to do this too. But like the immediate assumption of a person just because, I guess, how they look is kind of not fun. I don't like it. Let's be real. People are just fucking lazy to ask and get to know more about a person's preferred identity and just use colors to assume things about you. That is so true. You are so right about that. There's something to be said about the psychology of people forming logic shortcuts to limit the amount of processing the brain has to do. Like, the brain naturally has to do that, and we as people kind of have to actively try and work against that. That is very fair, but also I think, like, there's a lot of things that we do have to assume about in life. I don't think color needs to be one of them. Does the color gray seem depressing? Gray? I mean, it's normally associated with, like, dullness, but I don't think it's depressing. You like gray? What shade of gray do you like? Like, darker grays, lighter grays? Like, what gray scale do you lean towards? I think it's pretty. I think it's a good color. Like, it's a good neutral tone. In terms of fashion, it's a good neutral tone. In terms of actual color, it can be, like, metal or, like... I don't think it necessarily is associated with depression, you know? It's just not used as often. I like Arlecchino. That gray is really nice, actually. I don't think it's depressing, though. Do you enjoy loud music? No. No, actually. I love upbeat music, but if it's cranked up to a very high volume, my head hurts. Maybe I'm just old. Do you like to dance? No, I cannot dance. Would you consider yourself normal? Absolutely not. I am a VTuber on Twitch. This is the least normal that anyone could ever be, actually. This is so not normal. And fuck it. Why should we have to be normal? Okay? What standard is normal? Normal is boring, right? I would rather not be normal. Literally, who is normal? There is no one that is normal. Everyone has a wide variety of interests and dislikes and likes, and like there is no one that is actually normal. Fake word, ban it. Whoever calls themselves normal is faking it. Right, true and real. I'm totally normal. We're all so total. We are normal in the sense of VTubers. We are not normal in the sense of regular society. I refuse to be normal. Exactly. I also refuse to be normal. There's no reason why you have to conform to something. I mean, that ties into the freedom question that was asked before, but you know. Do you love your parents? In a way that a child could love their parents, yes. Follow-up question, do your parents love you? In a way that a parent would love their child, yes. I feel like do you love your parents question would hurt my brain because I know I've been hurt and has compromised my feelings for them. I think you can love your parents while still also acknowledging that they have hurt you. Or at least that's how I feel. Like, you can acknowledge that, like, they have done some things in your life that have certainly hurt you. But I love them in the sense that, like, I appreciate what they have done for me, especially in the situations that they were in. I feel like I do love them, but damn, they piss me off. Yeah, so you can definitely have mixed feelings about your parents. And this is also not to undermine people who also have shitty relationships with their parents, because if they are treating you shittily, you should acknowledge that they are being assholes. 100%. You can love people without having them in your life anymore. Exactly. Have you ever been lied to? A lot, actually. There's a lot of things I've been lied to about. 10,000 times once I was lied to about being lied to. Right, exactly. Have you tried a gacha game is a crazy sentence. Do you get angry often? Twitch would say yes. Yeah. Anger is something I do a lot. Does getting angry include getting irritated or annoyed? Ooh. Ooh, that is actually a very good question because I get irritated and annoyed quite often. But actually angry? I don't actually get angry very often. Like, it will take an incredible amount of power to actually piss me off. So in that sense, I'm not angry. You consider it yes because it leads to anger. Interesting, okay. If we're going along the lines of getting irritated or annoyed leading to anger, I say yes. But I think actually angry, no. Because I'll just get irritated. That's it. So I guess no. Do you hold grudges? Yes, I do hold grudges. Although I try not to. Because that is a lot of mental thinking that I don't need to do. I think grudges is just anger that you hold on to. And like, I don't know, define a grudge. I guess like a form of anger you would hold on to for a very long time against a person. I think that's what my definition of a grudge is. Oh fuck, I hold grudges like a Victorian woman holds her pearls. That's crazy. That is a sentence I did not expect to read. I think it's too much energy to keep being angry, but it is very easy to be apathetic in a way that I know would hurt a person. I agree with that. I think personally for me, I will hold anger towards situations that repeat over and over again. Would it include actively being angry? I don't think so. I think a grudge you can hold passively. Like, you can forget about it for a while, but then once that like person or thing comes up again, you will have that grudge still in your mind. So in that sense, yes, I think I do hold grudges. My grudges have simmered down, so I don't feel the same amount of anger actively, but I haven't forgiven them for shit. I think that's a good mindset to have, like kind of like forgive but never forget kind of way. You can forgive them for the action they have currently caused you, but you don't have to forget what they actually did to you. You know, I don't mean to hold grudges, but I think back to how they hurt me. I don't think I could trust that person again unless they made a huge effort. I think that's very valid though, because you know that like, hey, this situation has happened before. I don't want that to happen again, so I will remember that. I'm not entirely sure if that counts as a grudge, but more as a remembrance. I do hold grudges only on specific things. Like if it's like, I don't know. I feel like if someone has wasted my time, I definitely will hold a grudge, because it's kind of just like, personally, I hold my time at a very high standard, and like I value time a lot. So if you have wasted my time, I will definitely be pissed off. I do hold grudges. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes, all the time. Because again, coming back to the fact of my Achilles heel of giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. Yes. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but still did it anyway? I am very much a fuck around and find out. So yes, I think so. I have definitely done things that I know I shouldn't have done, especially as a kid. I literally fuck around and find out, and then we eventually find out, and that's fine. Have you ever lied? Yes. I don't think anyone in this world hasn't lied. Genuinely. Have you ever cheated on a test? Yes? Math? Especially. I have definitely cheated on a math exam because I don't like math. I feel like a lot of people have cheated on a test before, especially if you don't care about the subject. You won't cheat this test. Okay, buddy. I can try. Now I want to cheat this test. How do I cheat this test? Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? Ooh. But they're a different type of beauty. Oh god, this is the Argenti question. What is beauty? I think they have a different type of beauty, but I don't think one is more beautiful than the other. Yes, Argenti mentioned. Anytime there's like, what do you think is beautiful? I now think of Argenti now. For a Drilla, right? Exactly. Have you seen wisteria trees or maple trees? When the sunlight catches the leaves on a tree in just the right angle, peak. Ugh, beautiful. He literally saw the beauty in a houseplant on the Extra Express. Exactly, he finds beauty in all things. And I think, personally, I also find beauty in a lot of things, so I say no. I don't think flowers are more beautiful than trees. They are just different types of beauty. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Are we looking at the same person, my guy? I am literally a POW VTuber. I don't know how much more I need to answer this question. Also, like, if you've ever read Animorphs, tell me if you ever read Animorphs, because I bet you every kid that has read that book, they would 100% say yes. All the time. See, exactly. But like, it's because animals can do cool things, right? So you would want the ability to do the cool things. I want to be Burb. I want to be Burb too. Like, imagine flying over the sky. That'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. If I were a domesticated animal, I would freeload. Right. Imagine just being a little guy, right? And like having someone take care of you. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. Like the ability to like don't think so. I definitely can't read minds. Are you an empath? See, here's my thing. I don't think people can be empaths. I think people can experience empathy. I don't think empath as an actual noun exists, personally. Because every time someone tells me I'm an empath, they're actually a complete asshole. And or they try to second guess what the other person does, and then when they get it wrong, they try to gaslight you about it. I say no. Have you ever seen a ghost? Seen? No. I have heard a ghost, but that's because the jobs that I worked at previously were haunted. But that is just the nature of where I worked. Does it count if it was on the screen? I don't think if it counts it was on the screen. Like, I think video game ghosts are different than real life ghosts, though. Are you sure it wasn't me in your walls and not a ghost? I don't think it was you in my walls, buddy. I've seen my own ghosts alongside my demons! Oh my god, not like this. I haven't seen one, but I've heard one. Do you dream often? Not as often as I used to, but still pretty often, actually. I feel like I dream a lot and then forget when I wake up. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, I think you can dream a lot in your REM sleep. It's just that you don't remember afterwards. Do you have nightmares often? Not as much anymore. But that is because of trauma and a whole other reason. You've never had nightmares, really? I don't think I've ever had a nightmare. Huh, y'all are lucky. Y'all are actually lucky. I hate nightmares. Bought a smartwatch and it records your sleep cycle. Oh, really? I'm dreaming so much. Also, you're having... apparently, dreams is how, like, your brain records information that you have during the day. So you are remembering a lot, which is nice. Instead of nightmares, I got trauma? That's crazy. Say no. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? Anxiety? Yes. Anxiety attacks. Not as much. But is this just like, do you generally suffer from anxiety attacks, which I have before, but not as much now? So I guess yes in that sense? I'm gonna say yes, because I have experienced them before. Do you suffer from depression? I am a VTuber on the internet. Yes, I do have. Do you exercise often and stay active? We exercise in this house? I should exercise more. It's so bad. It's so bad. I gotta work out more, bro. This is getting personal. It's been personal from the beginning. Is there a particular type of food you despise? I don't think I really hate food. Like a specific food? I dislike many foods. I do not despise foods. Yeah, I don't think I dislike... I dislike many, but not despise. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Bro, did you have to come at me like this? Yes, of course I am emotionally wounded. I have emotions, and I suffer through those emotions. Have you ever felt betrayed? Ooh, bro? Yes. Yes, absolutely. I don't think there has been a person in life that has not felt betrayal in once in their life. It could be a very small thing, or it could be a big thing. But betrayal is a nature to life. I've had my scar moments. That's crazy. I know I got betrayed, bamboozled, led astray. I would say yes. Do you ever feel lost in life? All the fracking time. I do not know what I'm doing in life. I'm just fucking around to find out. And you know what? Maybe that's okay. Maybe we should discover what we actually enjoy in life through fucking around and finding out. I am lost literally and figuratively. Retweet, bro. Retweet. Aren't we all just wandering meaninglessly in the vast emptiness of space, trying to find a reason for ourselves? Would you consider yourself a natural leader? No. No. I think I follow more people than I actually do lead. So, in that sense, nah. Imagine no, for real, I'm definitely not a leader. I am a trendsetter, perhaps. I don't think that's the same thing as being a natural leader, though. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No, because there's a lot of people that I cherish here and I'd rather not destroy the world because of that. I have the ability to lead, but it's so much responsibility. I will actively avoid if there's anyone else who can do the job. No, for real. It's like, this is too much work. I would rather not. Nar. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes, because that would mean that I would have more control in life, but also like generally getting to help people if you were the hero. I dream of being a villain instead. I think it's because villains are written in a much more interesting sense while still having agency, right? So in that sense, I can totally understand that. Yeah. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. In elementary, middle school, and slightly in high school, I have definitely been bullied. Most of my school life, I've been bullied. I was naive enough not to notice. Yeah, I think that's for me too. I have definitely been bullied. I just only found out after I have passed that point in my life. Like, I look back and I'm just like, oh, they were being mean to me. They were kind of dicks. I should not have stayed in that situation. I don't know if I got bullied and pushed out of my subconscious, so I ended up not remembering. That could also be a thing. It could be a trauma thing. Have you ever bullied someone else? I don't think I have. Not that I know of. I definitely do think that, like, some of my words can come off really mean. So in that sense, maybe someone took that as bullying. But I have never intentionally bullied someone else. You bully us every day? That's because you guys bully me back. Maybe people take my words seriously sometimes, so they take it as bullying. Yeah, I think there are definitely times where, like, my words could come off as being very mean-spirited, when that's not necessarily the case. I'm just very, like, I say the words and that's it, you know? I think intentionally, no. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why a lot of people compare me to Kaveh, because I have very high aspirations on things that I want to do. So in that sense, I suppose I'm a dreamer, but I also know I'm very much a realist, in which I'm just like, I do not have the time to do this, and I am going to eventually need to pick and choose. So yes. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? A lot of the time, yes, because I speak in a way that is very matter-of-fact, and some people do not want the matter-of-fact answer. They would rather be coddled. And, like, I totally understand wanting to have that ability, but if something is up, I'm going to tell you that something is up. Do you find space fascinating? I think it's interesting, but also I'm terrified of it. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I certainly, in fact, do. Musical, visual, vocal, many things. I definitely am an artist. Literally went to art schools my entire life. So, yes. I don't think I'm an artist. You literally draw. I think you're an artist. You don't art? Have you never, like, done music or, like, visual art or, like, dance, played an instrument, anything? I would highly recommend it. Trying out the arts, at least as a hobby, I think you might enjoy it. Even if you're not good at it. You're not supposed to be good at a hobby. Sometimes you don't have to be. But I think it's definitely worth trying it. I think writing counts. You can be a writer. And I think that, personally, I think writing is an art style. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Hot take. I don't think I'm a good friend because I don't really have that much time to put into it. Like, I could certainly be a better friend to a lot of people, but I will be there for people if they need me, if they call upon me. If you summon me, I will be there. However, generally, most of the time, you will not see me. I do not exist. I sometimes show up every 5 months, and that's it. Oh, no, you, I still see you as a good friend. Oh, that's really sweet of you. I feel like, I don't know, it also depends on, like, what you desire out of a friendship, which can be different for different people, right? Some people need, like, constant messaging or like DMs or like good morning and good night texts, which I definitely cannot do. Like, if you need me, DM me. If you don't, then don't, kind of way. If you want to hang out, just DM me. That's it. That's kind of how it is for me. I have trouble reaching out to my friends as well. I think it's just because we're so isolated and everyone's busy, you know? I feel like mostly depending on boundaries established between people because not every friend needs that amount of companionship. I think that's true. I think that's true. I think like people have different levels of what they need for companionship. I'm too introverted and shy to reach out or mostly be work. Yeah, same. I'm always like, I feel bad about like not being able to DM people because I'm just like, oh shit, I have work to do this next day. I don't think I'll be able to hang out with this person for more than like 5 minutes. And after that, I will literally have to leave. So I feel bad. So I totally get that. I feel like some people would still consider you a good friend even if you're not around that much. I would consider that person a friend still. You know what? That's fair. That is very fair. I think to me, at least, I think I could do better, you know? So I'm gonna say no, but because that's literally because I think I can do better. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? As I answered in the last question, I am a very flawed person, but everyone is flawed, and this is why you should not put content creators on a pedestal, because everyone is just people. I say content creators and also celebrities, because people are just people, and you don't know those people on the internet. So, yes. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous, egregious crime? A crime specifically? Villain? Perhaps. Yes. Heinous crime. I mean, I guess if you're a villain, you would have to do a heinous crime, right? So I guess yes? But like, I don't think it would be heinous. Does heinous, egregious crime include stealing things? Perhaps? I'm not sure. I want to steal hearts is crazy, but okay. I was thinking like murder. I don't think I've ever wanted to murder any. But also I don't like the concept of death. Going back to the first question, I don't like the concept of death, so I do not want to murder someone. Or abuse? I don't want to abuse anyone either, because that's bad. I fantasize it all the time. You see this fucked up world? But that's more like a revenge thing. Does that mean like causing the total collapse of a society? I think that counts. I think that counts as a villain, heinous crime. How much do you uphold society as a term, you know? That too. I think about pulling up a few billionaires. I feel like my egregious crime would probably be hacking and eliminating debt. That's what I would want to do. I feel like that's the only crime, air quotes, I would want to do because it would upend society, right? It would absolutely destroy the local economy. However, that would also mean that like people would be free from debt, and I think that's a better thing to do. So, do you believe in perfection? Oh, man, I am very much a perfectionist, and I think there can be things that are perfect. However, there are so many things that can make things not perfect. Yes, I believe in perfection. I believe in perfection as a concept to strive towards and not as a goal that can actually be accomplished. That is such a good way to word that. You're so right for that. Have you ever stolen from someone? I have. Like, what are we talking about though? Because I've definitely stolen my siblings' clothing and or plushies. Yes, I think that counts. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? I think yes. If we're talking about any circumstance, most likely it would have to be in defense of myself. If I was in danger and I had to get out of that danger and the only option was to kill someone, I would say yes. If there are 100 killers, you can kill more than one to make less killers. That is true, but that's also like, I guess there is also the belief that like an eye for an eye isn't exactly a good form of revenge as well. So I would say yes. There's definitely some circumstances. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? I feel like I'd have to tell someone because I'd be like, I want to make sure to spend as much time as possible because I know I have one day to live, you know? But I would be very selective on who I told. So yes. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? My deepest, darkest secrets? Other than a journal? No, I don't think so. Not in a physical person? Absolutely not. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? I don't trust you because you have been like, oh, there's secrets everywhere. I don't see any secrets. Where are your secrets, homie? Do you know who I am? No, I don't, actually. Well, I know who you are. You know me as the player because you are coded. Things, right? I trust you, weird person. We have established the trust issues, right? My God. If I appeared right behind you right now, would you scream? Probably not, because I'm against a wall. I don't know how you would be able to get behind me. So no. If I told you I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? I know that you're not behind me because I'm literally against a wall. Of course not. That would be silly now, wouldn't it? Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. If you appeared right behind me, we would throw hands. Bro, someone would not survive that fight and it would not be you. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? I think so. I like harbor people's feelings. Like if someone's feeling sad, like my entire body also gets sad. So in that sense, I am empathetic, but I am not an empath because I think those are two different things. I don't believe that empaths exist. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? The dating sims would tell you yes. Even though my brain says no, I'm definitely a romantic. Have you ever been in a physical fight? A physical fight? In-game? In-game, yes. In real life, no. I don't think I've ever thrown fisticuffs, if anything. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? No, luckily I am not prone to any of those. But when they do come, they hurt, and I hate them. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yes, because I have tripped over myself. A lot. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes, but also porque no los dos, right? Right, they need a demi option. Like, I'm just like, technically, in theoretical options, yes. However, I am grossly demi. I am so demi. Like, it's going to take years, but sure. What is the opposite when you're NB? I don't know. I'm assuming what they mean is AFAB or AMAB. Like assigned female at birth or assigned male at birth. Depending on what you were assigned as, it would be the opposite of it. I do not know what the opposite of a non-binary is. I feel like it would be binary non. That's the opposite. I don't know. I think in terms of preference, yes. Would you ever shave your head? I think I would. It's hot. I would do it for charity at least. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Not really. Okay, in a surprising turn, muscular bodies, mainly because I know the depiction of what muscular bodies are. Usually the people that are in them are extremely dehydrated and or take steroids in order to achieve that effect. So in that sense, I am not attracted to that in that sense. There's a healthy form of muscular and an unhealthy form. That is true. I think I prefer someone who is at least fit. They are physically able to do things with their body that is healthy. But other than that, no, I don't care if the person is muscular or not. I just want someone whose health is fine regardless of appearance. Yeah, I think that is the goal as well. Like, I certainly do have a preference towards more like, I think skinny leaning people, but that is also because of media and how I was raised. So that is an unfortunate bias because of that. But I don't think I really like super muscular people. Never ever have I thought about how much muscle I want on someone I'm into, honestly. Yeah, same, but I want to attribute that to the fact that I'm incredibly demi, so I've never actually had to think about it. Is muscle, then no squish, and if no squish, no pillow. You know what? That's a fair argument. There's no squish in there, so... Do you ever dance when no one's looking? I feel like I do a little dancey dance sometimes. I do a little jig, a little waltz, something like that. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes, I would trust my friend, ride or die. They would definitely call me out if I was stupid, so yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? No, I have terrible memory. Me and my goldfish memory do not remember things. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Yes. Do you know how hard it is to live in a capitalist society? Absolutely. And as long as I'm not hurting anyone, hell yeah, I would steal the money. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? I have before, so yes. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? I also have. I'm terrified of heights. More like terrified of falling, less so heights. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? I don't think I've ever had that dream specifically. Do you enjoy scary movies? I freaking hate scary movies. I hate anything remotely scary. I literally, the first time I played Lethal Company, I cried in a corner the entire time and someone had to rescue me. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Depends, because comedy can be very subjective and a lot of people's comedy tends to punch down on other people. So like, in a very normal sense, no, because I don't actively seek out specifically comedy shows. Do you like being the center of attention? Absolutely not. I hate being the spotlight of anything. I would like to shrink into a corner and just not be here, actually. Everyone look at Eve right now. That's crazy. We shall continue to perceive you. They say as they're currently in the spotlight. You're wild for that. Do you feel like someone is always watching you? That is the paranoia, yeah. Yeah, sure. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Ooh, that'd be fun, but it'd be so much work. I think yes. I think it'd be fun. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Disassociation? Yes. Have you ever punched a nun? No. No? I don't think I've ever punched a nun. What is this question, actually? Right, that's really specific, and I don't know. They barely even seen a nun with my own 2 eyes. Yeah, same. What do you mean, technically, you have? What do you mean? Because kids like Sunday school I used to go to had nuns, and I was a bitch of a kid. Damn, I can't believe you actually punched a nun. No, I don't think I've ever punched a nun. I don't think I've ever punched anyone with force. You like dogs better than cats? Ooh, okay, here's my thing. I am very cat-like personality, and I love cats. I am grossly allergic to them. But I do love doggos, but doggos are sometimes very high energy, and I'm just like, I'm so low energy. No. I like both. I like both. You can't make me choose. Right, exactly. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? I love reading. I genuinely prefer reading over watching movies. Like, I think I have read more books and, like, fics than I have actually watched movies. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you've ever punched a nun? No, I just think you're a weirdo, bro. You get starstruck easily. No, I have walked up to celebrities and been like, hey, how are you? Like, I have literally interviewed random celebrities on the street. It's like, oh, you did this thing, right? Oh, it's nice to meet you. Like, I'm so chill. I'm just like, this is a whole other person, you know? I think because of, like, how many industries that I've worked where I had to encounter celebrities, I'm very much just like, oh, you're a person? You did some cool stuff. Finger guns, you know? Nah. You hate going to big parties and social gatherings. Yes. Yes, I prefer very intimate gatherings. I do not like large crowds at all. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? I don't really celebrate my birthday, so I don't know. I don't really receive a lot of gifts. I do enjoy gifts. They're nice, but I don't think that's my favorite part. I think being able to hang out with people is probably my favorite part if I ever do plan birthday celebrations. But normally, I'm the one going to other people's celebrations. Seriously, though, have you ever punched a nun? What is your problem? What is your problem, bro? Like, what is this question? Why are you so insistent about punching a nun? Like, I just need to know. I really just need to know. Like, this is getting concerning. Plague Doctor, are you secretly a nun? Do we have to punch you? Are you concerned about your safety of which we can punch you? Or something along those lines. Do they like punching nuns? I guess. I feel like this is a bit that a very specific subsect of people would understand, and then the people who actually, like, are, like, not a part of that won't understand. Also, I just realized, is this table clipped out? Does this not load in properly? I don't think I'm supposed to see this bottom half of his body, because it looks like this book is chopped in half. I'm gonna say no, but I think it's concerning that you keep asking this. Did you laugh? More baffled. I definitely am baffled. Not really laugh. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? Yes, actually. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No! No, actually, I'm more concerned that you keep bringing this up, actually. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Absolutely. Because what people assume is hell, I would be apparently a part of it or something. I don't know. Yes. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? I do love me a good Genshin Impact. Do you masturbate frequently? I don't think so. Again, this is part of the demi-romantic and demisexual thing. I don't think so, personally. Bro, it's your own gooning. It's not subjective. Okay, but I don't think that I do it frequently. So, I'm gonna say no. Like, I don't think I goon very often. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Yeah, actually, that frequently is see, everyone's asking to define frequently, so. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? Yes, because I think if we keep going along this line, I will get banned. Is your mouth dry? No? Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No, because I curse a lot and I talk about very serious subjects, including gooning and all this other stuff. So, like, no, I'm not uncomfortable about this. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? Would the Megalodon count? I think the Megalodon counts. I do a certain degree believe in those monsters. I feel like there are definitely monsters out there that we do not have recordings of, but I also personally believe that, like, some of those, like, legends are just, like, people making up shit because they saw something in the dark and they didn't know how to comprehend it, you know? Are you poor with money management? I do spend a lot, but I'm not bad at it. I don't think. I know how to budget because in this economy, you need to budget. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this. There's no 5! 69! Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Where's blue? Yeah! Okay. Choose one of these words that resonates with you feel most in wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, vile. Ooh, I like the word wretched because of how it sounds. Like, wretched is just a good word. It is just like, you know, like the crunchiness of the word just sounds good, you know? I like wretched. It's a crunchy word. Choose one of these words that feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. Celestial nails! You know what? I'm picking celestial because I like it. Because celestial nails and Genshin, and I'm just a degen for Hoyo games. Celestia, right, exactly. Celestia? In my test game? Yeah, Celestial's also a cool world. Choose one of these words that feel resonates with you. I have not read this sentence correctly for the past 5 times it has appeared on screen. Luck, skill, strength, agility, intellect, charm. Am I picking D&D strats? I would say intellect. Big brain. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? No, I hate math. Math, dislike. Very much, actually. Do you speak more one language? Oh, absolutely not. I barely speak English fluently. That's true. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes, I love traveling. Traveling is fun, and I highly recommend it if you have the money, if you have the ability. If you can get a free program where they, like, fly you out to somewhere, yes, absolutely. Go and fly out and experience other people's culture, because I feel like you need more of that. Do you enjoy? I love coffee. You cannot hear this. This is all coffee right now. I love coffee. I love tea. I have a severe caffeine addiction. Like, coffee's delicious. Anyway, I thought that was your chair or desk. I definitely heard it. Listen, I need my caffeine fix. I love coffee. I love tea. Just fun little drinks. Amazing. Do you believe in demons? I believe people can be demons. But the actual entity of demons themselves? Well, I know ghosts exist because, like, I have certainly heard a ghost before. So in that vein, demons probably do also exist. Do you believe in angels? If demons exist, you would have to believe in the existence of angels, right? My demons most certainly exist is crazy. You're so right. You're so right for that. Are you afraid of sharks? No, they're just poor little puppy dogs of the ocean, and unfortunately they were villainized because of the sensationalization of Jaws the movie. So after that movie released, a lot of sharks were kind of demonized, and they just get a bad rep. They clean up the ocean, and they're just poor little guys. Right? Sharks are so cute. No. Do you prefer baths over showers? I do love a good bath. However, it takes a lot of water and is not good for the environment. So no, I actually prefer showers. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you a headache? If it's a very strong perfume or cologne, but otherwise no. Like if it's someone like using an entire bottle of Axe body spray because homie did not shower, then yes, that's going to give me a headache. But honestly, shower. If you're going to an anime convention or any convention in general, please wear deodorant, shower, and don't just spray Axe body spray and call it a day. I'm begging you. Dear God. Do you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No, actually, because it is actually very bright outside, so there are no shadows in here. That's fortunate. What do you mean? Why did the music stop? Do you ever hear your name being called even though when you know no one is calling it? Yes, I don't know what it is, but I hear my name sometimes when, like, no one is calling for me. And that is maybe just an auditory process with it. So I don't know. Okay, y'all experience this too. Okay, it's not just me. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Yes, but that is because people either take my stuff or I misplace it a lot, actually. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Yes, but that is because I live in an area where there's a lot of foot traffic. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Knocking? Yes, because there are literally pipes next to the walls, and like they haven't been cleaned recently, and you need to like aerate them every so often for plumbing, so they do knock around sometimes. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Yeah, around dinner time. I think my body knows when dinner time is happening, so usually it'll come up. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Actually, no. I don't think there's demons under my bed because there is no under my bed. The bed is actually on the floor. It'd be a lot easier to notice the monsters under the bed if the bed is right on the floor. Hey, I'm here to scare you. I can't get out. Can you, like, move the mattress? Right, exactly. Like, they would be squished. They can't hide under the bed if there's no under the bed to exist. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have little goldfish. I have little goldfish and I have a pleco. Is your favorite color green? No, I literally answered it before. Are you attracted to a family member? No. Why would I be attracted to a family member? If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? I would definitely buy a lot of my friends' housing. Yeah, I would buy a lot of my friends' housing. And we could all live in a communal house and we could all live together and it'd be great. And like, ooh, we could go out for lunches and stuff like that. Great. Love that. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No, that is so much work, and I don't like being in charge of things. Do you ever wonder what it'd be like to be in prison? No, because the US prison system is actually not great, and also is like a prison pipeline, so let's not do that. It's basically a form of like current day slave labor. So no, I'd actually not like to know what it's like being in there. I don't imagine being in prison. I imagine being in cuffs, which is entirely different matter. I'm sure you would love to be in a prison where Riosley is in charge, or Risley, as I might say. Do you like fishing? I think fishing is very relaxing, actually. I have not gone fishing in a very long time, but I think yes. Do you like hunting? I have never been hunting, so I don't know. I'm gonna say no, because I don't know. Do you like camping? I do like camping. Well, actually, no. I've never actually been camping. Like, legitimately camping? No. So I'm gonna say no, because I've never been camping. Do you like guns? No. Because of the amount of danger that they pose to regular day society, especially because, like, I don't think people should have access to, like, assault rifles and all. Hunting is different, but also at the same time, there should be way more checks on guns in general. And, like, you can't say, like, oh, it's because you never shot. I have shot a gun before. They are very dangerous, and I think there are certain people that should be allowed to use it. One of them is, like, hunters who actually do need to hunt for food, you know? Who likes guns? Kafka, maybe? Kafka definitely likes guns. I love guns. I feel like guns can be very intricate. However, I think it is also a very dangerous tool. If you treat and use guns like not a fucking idiot on a range, I think it's okay. I think so too. I think like ranges are one thing. I think ranges and hunting are two things where I can see like why you would want to use a gun, right? However, in like regular day society, don't necessarily think assault rifles should be available, especially because you can kill so many fucking people. It's not even funny. People should not have to fear going throughout their everyday lives in fear that they are going to be shot. I think that's my major concern. I don't think the general public needs guns. Keep that shit to the military. I even think like, I also don't like war in general, but I know why people in the military needs guns. It's definitely a kind of like, I don't think it's like a double-edged sword, but it's kind of just like, I don't like war and I don't think it should exist, but I do know that war does exist and you do need things to defend themselves. I don't think you need mass weapons of destruction, though. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Okay, personally, a little bit, just because we have been yapping for like almost 4 hours, and I know this is supposed to be a 30-minute game. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? I don't think so. I feel like I'm very vanilla. But also, that's like, that depends on what you mean by kinky. Like in terms of like actual like BDSM terms, I don't think so. I would never be kinky with real people, only in imagination. I feel like people's definition of kinky has changed so much throughout the years that I'm kind of just like, but also like I'm a person that reads fan fiction, so do people find fan fiction kinky? Is that also another question? I'm not sure. I'm going to say no, because from the general terms of things, I think I'm pretty plain. I think it depends on the text. Right, it also depends on the text. I don't read like Dead Dove Do Not Eat, and like, I also don't usually read a lot of smut. I read a lot of like fan fictions where like there's like a conflict in the romance or like two characters getting together. I do read a lot of angst. I read so much angst, actually. Hurt, comfort, yes. I'm gonna say no. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Do you agree? I think so, yes, because you can tell a lot of emotion through someone's eyes. Do you always keep your promises? I try my best to, but I don't think I always keep my promises. Like, I have definitely broken a promise here or there. So, no, I don't actually, but I attempt to, because I know what promises mean to people. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? No. Again, forgive, but do not forget. Are you an only child? Nope, I have a sibling. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? I have never enjoyed being drunk when I was able to drink. I enjoy watching other people get drunk, though. Do you like tattoos? I think they're interesting, but I wouldn't get one myself. Do you enjoy being high in any form? When I have tried it, I did not enjoy it. Do you believe you have a soul? I think everyone has a soul. Perhaps. Do you cry this? Yes, I have cried many times this week, actually. Are you upset with someone right now? Irritated by someone, yes. Actually upset with them, no. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? I feel like that's a lot of people. So yes. But also, like, I don't think everyone needs to know my business. So, do you understand how this works yet? No? If you're asking about how this works, no, I don't know what's with the arrow and then the girl on the bed, like, covered in blood, and then also the help. And the glitched desk, actually, and the things in katakana, and the bear? And then the bookshelf? No, I don't know how things work. If you answer the questions twice, your truth may change. It's not about answering the questions. It's about the time you spent answering them and the combination you answered them in. Oh, we spent some time, certainly. It's about many different variables you never guessed. Do you understand? Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? I don't think it's made specifically for me because this game came out in 2020. And I am playing it very long after, so no. I don't believe you. Also, I don't trust anything you say. Are you afraid of being abandoned? What's with the jump of questions? Also, yes. Straight to my autophobia. Damn. They really said, it is time for you to suffer. Are you afraid of dying alone? I don't think so. I think I would make enough friends where I don't die alone. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? That's always a possibility. Yeah, you get hit by a car or like something like tragic super happens. I don't know if like I constantly worry about it, but I think this is a worry just because I think I have a lot of things I could potentially do with my life and I would rather it not be cut short because I need to do so many things. Oh my God. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? No, I'm actually very bad at situational awareness, so no. Do you feel like I know you yet? Well, perhaps. I did answer a lot of your questions, so yes. Have you heard of any strange noises while answering these questions? I did hear someone yelling at me outside of my window, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. So, technically, yes. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell... I'm calculating your results. Oh. I'm analyzing you carefully. Uh-huh. I'm judging you. Oh, you in chat. Definitely. For sure. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Oh boy. I wish I could have rickrolled you right as that question came up. Damn. Preparing for my downfall, I see. People would do real well to start taking you a bit more seriously and listening to you a lot more often. Damn! Damn! For real though? Ooh, you think so highly of me? What the heck? Your intelligence is incredibly underrated, even by your own standards. Damn, really? Actually, really? For real, for real? If a zombie apocalypse were to ever occur, you'd be everyone's best friend because their relationship with you wouldn't be an option. It would simply be a necessity to survive? What? Game ain't wrong. Wait, you guys think that of me? Wait, that's so sweet. Plague Doctor, please go on a date with me is crazy. What's with you trying to rizz up the Plague Doctor? I don't think this guy knows you look like a penguin owl. I don't think so either. You have so much to offer to this world and those around you, but you absolutely must make your talents and knowledge readily available. People are often too afraid to ask you for your opinion at times. Even when they do, they're afraid of your truths. What? Are you guys afraid of my truths? Do you guys not like asking me questions? You guys can ask me questions anytime. You guys ask me a lot of questions, actually. That's very sweet. No? You guys can ask me questions all the time. I like Eve's truths. Oh, thank you. You're not like others. I'm not like any other person. You're special. Not everyone is going to cut it in this life, and that's unfortunate fact. Damn. But you? Now you, on the other hand, are going to thrive no matter what happens. You got what it takes to take any project to the next level, whether it's working on your own or as a part of a team. Ah! Wait! That's so sweet. That's so nice. That's really nice. Especially because, like, I want to try to achieve everything I possibly can do. Like, I want to do a lot of things. Whether or not I'll have time to do it is another question. I agree with that too. Aw, I'm gonna cry. You guys are too sweet. That's what I mean by no. Like, you have a lot of interesting things to say. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you find my thoughts interesting. Wait, actually, this game is wholesome? So what's with the blood? Right, exactly. What is with the blood? What's going on here? But this is very nice of them to say. Oh, you're underrated. Damn, you're underappreciated and you're often misunderstood. It's not fair, but life isn't fair and it never will be. I mean, you're right. Life will always be what you want to make it, and you've got some insane amounts of potential. Ultimately, it's still up to you what you decide to do with it. Aww! That's really nice! One thing I will say, however, is that you need to snap out of the false reality that you tend to live in sometimes. Oh, there it is. I was waiting for the roast. I was so prepared and waiting for the roast. The world you've managed to escape into your head, while much better than the world around you, is not going to get you anywhere in life. I mean, that's true. I've been definitely trying to escape from that a lot. Actions are what make things happen. That's true. Actions will take you to the next level, not just sitting in your head all day long. Let this be the swift kick in your ass you need to be more productive and take things to the next level. Damn! Not you calling out my Delulu! But I thought Delulu was the Salulu! Don't waste any more time. Just kick ass and allow yourself the successful life you deserve? Not you guys telling the game to shut up! That's crazy. Nothing wrong with healthy escapism. I think, yeah, I believe in that too. I think there's a reason why escapism exists, but I do know people fall into traps where, like, you try to escape somewhere because you don't want to deal with the problem that's in front of you. Your secret word is order. Am I Enna? Was I Enna's emanator all along? Move aside, Sunday. I'm actually the emanator of order. Remember this word. It will come in handy. Okay. Dude is really dissecting you right now, really opening you up and make you spill your guts. Oh, no. Oh, we got a fade out? Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. It will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project. Oh, I mean, this could be also... It could have also passed because, this game came out so long ago. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of this upcoming project, simply leave the secret word out of your comments and will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and will always read them thoroughly. I think they might have came up with another game. I don't know if... I think this might be from the past. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you. If they aren't yet, they'll make it sense very soon. Trust me on that. You can find the test, Hypothesis Rising, the test final revelation, and testing chamber on Steam if you enjoyed this installment. There's more of these? You can also find the Journey series and the Advisor series. If you'd like to support us further, you find a link to our games. Yes, go follow the creators of this game, Randumb Studios. I like this game. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. Wow, we did it, guys! We took a 30-minute game and made it into like 4 hours of stream. I did not expect to be read this hard in this game. But damn, I liked it. This is fun. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend, if you guys want to check it out on yourselves, I definitely say play this game so that you can get roasted too.